This is a response to the video, "You Will Never Have Your Finances in Order and Here's Why" by the channel How Money Works. The video makes a number of arguments, some of which are correct, but two that I want to disagree with is, first, most people will never be rich, and second, and more importantly, most people will never be financially secure. And I think this is wrong, and let me explain why. So I think, yes, everyone, especially in a developed country, can get their finances in order, regardless of your income level. And specifically, what I think everyone can achieve is financial security. So not any particular standard of living, but being able to not worry about money no matter what happens in your life. And furthermore, I will say that financial independence is achievable around the age of 40 to everyone making a certain income, let's say over 100,000 per year and up. So financial security, let me define that, because the video never really gets into what having your finances in order actually means. Financial security means not having to worry about money no matter what happens in your life. It means being able to buy things you enjoy or spend money on causes you support that are consistent with your standard of living. Meaning, if you're middle class, you can't buy a large luxury yacht, but you can buy a lake boat and not worry about whether you can afford it. And also importantly, it means being able to make lifestyle decisions without being tied down to a particular job. So how is this possible? Well, you need to be able to do a few things. One is delay spending. You have to delay current consumption to invest in the future. And by delaying spending, the second thing is you save money. So everyone can have a emergency savings fund, and once that's done, build a savings fund and a portfolio to invest in the future. And three is, what that does is get passive income. So everyone can get a brokerage account, invest in the markets, and over time get more and more of their income from passive income. And I think another thing that everyone can do is just be patient and not spend their savings, but build their nest egg over time. So what does that achieve? Well, most importantly, it achieves insurance from financial emergencies. If you simply have an emergency fund, you can have sudden things come up, whether you lose your job, or your car breaks down, or you have a medical expense, and you can be protected from that. You can also have a life filled with quality products. You can't afford everything, but you don't have to always buy the cheapest thing. You can buy things that are quality and last for a long time. And by simply having the emergency fund, you can draw on it when you need to, when things break down, so you can buy quality replacements. And everyone can afford a quality retirement. If you save throughout your career, you can have retirement at the same standard of living that you did when you were working. And I think everyone can have generational wealth. Everyone can build a savings fund and leave a legacy for their children. So let's get into some numbers. In 2021, the average household income in the US was around $97,000. That's skewed by some very high wage earners at the top. So the median actually is around 67,000. So if we round that up to 70,000, because it's also skewed by many low income teenagers at the bottom, if you have 70,000 per year and you save 50%, that's 2,900 per month. If you were to save 50% for 20 years at 9% return, which is around what you get from the stock market, you would have 1.5 million. And if you save 50% of your income on your average, median middle class income, after 40 years, you have 7.6 million, which is enough to be financially independent and have a comfortable retirement. So I think everyone can achieve this. And again, the goal is financial security, not having to worry about money. But if you make a little more, if you make around 120 a year and up, then you can achieve financial independence, which means you don't have to work for a living. If you do work, it's to enjoy life and not because you have to work to pay for food and expenses. So to get some numbers, if you make 120 a year and you save 50%, which is close to what I actually did. After 20 years, you will have 3.8 million. And so if you start at age 20, at age 40, you can be financially independent and not have to work. And that's what I did. I always had a high savings rate, and by age 41, I was financially independent. And it's not that I retired, but my financial security comes from passive income and not having to work a job. So some more details how I did that. Basically, I had a moderately conservative spending habits, meaning that I tried to maintain a savings rate of at least 50%, live below my means, and then I had an aggressive investing strategy, meaning that I had a nearly 100% stock portfolio for 20 years, and then I recently diversified into other things, and I tried to have some side gigs to boost my income, and all of that meant that my savings rate was at least 50%, sometimes as high as 70% for several decades, and that gave me financial independence. So to conclude, I think most people can be rich on a middle class income. That's true, but what we cannot all do is achieve financial security, which means that we don't have to worry about money. We can save for a better future. We can have a comfortable retirement, and we can create a legacy for our children. Thanks for watching.